Hey everyone, welcome to Aniki, the podcast about anime with two brothers. I'm Ben.
I'm Gunpla.
What is Gunpla? And why do you keep talking about it?
It's a Gundam plastic model. Gundam, plastic, Gunpla. It's easy, simple.
I see. Does this have anything to do with those little robot girls you were pointing out the other day?
I mean, kind of. Those are, I guess, a new type of Gunpla model.
Why? Is like some
Because
sort of
Japan is
Concole
miserable.
thing?
Excuse me?
Are they like some sort of Concole-esque thing where
I
girls turn
imagine.
into airplanes?
I imagine.
Yeah, there's a new Ghibli-esque, Ghibli-ish, ex-Ghibli movie coming out, apparently. And it has witches.
Yeah. What shouldn't have witches?
So a bunch of ex-Ghibli employees, I guess, have started their own studio called Studio Ponoke. I'm not sure if that's a reference to anything.
Like Roanoke or Porco Rosso?
I don't know. I'm pulling it up right now. Da-da-da-da-da. Ghibli is no more, but they have a new studio that looks exactly the same as doing the same kind of thing.
Yeah. Welcome to Miyazaki world. He's the Brett Favre of animation. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, this witch movie looks pretty cute, called Mary and the Witch's Flower.
They're bluebells.
It kind of reminds me of those Witch's Sister books that we read as kids.
Oh, yeah. I like.
So I don't know if they're going to
good.
burn an old woman's house down with her inside or not.
I find this unlikely. I'm not sure Ghibli is big on evil witches.
No, just good witches? I don't know. There's a scene in here where she's surrounded by a bunch of people that look like they're from The Prisoner.
Well, there's a bunch of Rorschachs there too, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Or are we
referring
talking about
to.
the same thing? Oh, well, there you go.
Pretty sure that's the last episode of The Prisoner. She's going to take off in a rocket. Oh, wait.
Sure.
She has her broom. Never mind.
She's not a girl. She's a number. Wait, no, she's not a number. She's a girl.
She's number one.
No one's number one.
Someone was number
Just
one.
always a number two. Was there?
Was
Is
there? That's a good question.
Was there? Was there?
Let's ponder that for the next hour.
No, This is now a podcast about The Prisoner. I'm sure there are 3 of those already.
I'm sure.
Heaven only knows.
In other anime movie news, apparently someone thought that since the Ghost in the Shell movie did so well, we should do a Cowboy Bebop movie.
That's a recipe for disaster and failure. Yeah, also, we already had that. It was called Firefly. It's pretty all right.
Blah, 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 blah. Apparently the guy... Oh, this is not good. So Chris Yost, the guy that wrote the screenplay for Thor: The Dark World and Thor: Ragnarok, is the one going to write the adaptation of Cowboy Bebop.
Okay, so Thor: Dark World's not bad. It's just not super great. But the Thor movies have a beautiful aesthetic. Like, they're awesome looking.
Sure.
But, Dark World's okay.
I'm down with saying that they are aesthetically pleasing.
Thor:
On the
Dark
other
World
hand...
It's all right. It wasn't written abysmally, just not great.
I personally think they're the worst of the Marvel movies so far.
Have you seen Ant-Man?
I have not seen Ant-Man. Good point.
See, and I would agree with you that they're probably the weakest of the Marvel offerings, but I mean they're not like garbage or anything.
Well, the first one's pretty garbage.
Again, the Thor movies have definitely been the weakest, but I'm pretty excited for Ragnarok. I think it'll be good.
Well, I haven't seen much about it other than I guess he punches Hulk. That's all I know.
And I think that's all it needs. I think the trick to a good Thor movie is you just embrace the capital C cosmic and you just go nuts. You don't worry too much about plot because every time they do, it doesn't work out super great. So,
well, while we're on that subject, I see you saw Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it's really good.
I was going to ask, what's your impression of it, other than it's really good?
It's really good. The third act is not super great, but the fight scene closing out the second act is phenomenal.
That's good.
Whatever this KonoSuba is, I don't know what this is. Why do you have this on the list?
Oh, it's a show I watched.
Oh, sure. Is it good?
Depends what you mean by good. So,
I mean, what kind of show is it?
Stupid. It's a stupid show. It's a really stupid show.
Like, is this Potomeo like stupid or like DeGray Man stupid?
It's not DeGray Man stupid. It's a special kind of stupid.
Is it like Moe Blob stupid? Okay, hold on. Badunk. Oh, hold on. Oh my.
So
that's a long thing.
Oh, you don't have to read that. I'm just going to send you this picture, the screen cap that basically, I won't say sold me on the show, but got me curious. Curious enough to go look it up.
I mean, it stars a NEET. There's the problem. Well, that would be a reason I would not watch the show.
So I will say that it's really stupid. It has really tasteless humor, but sometimes you need that in your life.
Okay, what does this translate to? God's blessing on this wonderful world? Oh,
yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So basically, this NEET guy gets hit by a bus and dies. He's given a choice. You can either go on to heaven or you can be reincarnated as an adventurer in this world. And he gets to take any one thing with him. So he takes the goddess who's giving him this choice.
Oh, well, I mean, that seems wise.
What I kind of like about it, even though I don't rank it very highly, what I like about it is there is no romantic interest in anyone.
Well, that's at least,
yes.
I mean, a plus side, I suppose.
Yeah, it dispenses with that, and there's a lot of humor that you can get out of not having any of that crap. I won't say I recommend it, but I found it funny.
Well, unfortunately, the show is so strange it locked up my browser. So there's that, at least, I guess. That's a positive?
Sometimes you just need dumb humor.
I mean, that's true.
This is why people watch Animal House sometimes. Sometimes you just need that.
Well, I thought you watched Animal House just so you could watch Bluto break that guitar over and over again whenever you're in a college town.
Actually, the only time I watched Animal House was on a bus tour. And we watched it on the way up to Chicago in a bus. That's the only time I've seen it.
Sure.
Yep.
All right.
Fun fact about my life. So enough about all that. How about some witches?
As already mentioned, I do love witches.
So again, this season we're sort of going through one-shots, and it just so happens that our previous one-shot has a sequel, which is also a one-shot. Little Witch Academia, The Enchanted Parade, which is also on Netflix, so go watch it.
Yeah, no, seriously, be doing that now.
You can pause this and come back to it.
Guess what? Still by Trigger.
It is by Trigger. Trigger makes good stuff.
I like how in this, unlike the first one, you get the entire plot of the movie in the opening sequence, because it's like, see this? There's your Chekhov's gun. Now wait an hour for all this to pay off in a 100% accurate manner.
Yeah, we're opening on the scene where they're all in basically potion class, I guess. Maybe it's cauldron class.
When I say them all, I guess we should reintroduce ourselves to everybody.
I guess. So we've got Akko, the spunky stupid witch. We've got Susy, who is I hesitate to say goth. She's not really goth.
No, she's the potion mistress.
She's very, what's her name? Addams Family.
Oh,
Morticia.
Yeah.
She's very Morticia. And then we have Locte, who's your basic nerd girl.
Yeah, more or less. She's kind of got her Hermione Granger feel. They're in morphology class because they have to like put things into a cauldron and then harmonize their hearts to combine them into some little gremlin or who's what's.
As you do.
Well, I mean, obviously.
So I do like here how we realize that Susy is still a freak.
She loves her shrooms, man.
She really loves mushrooms, like to a strange degree. And Akko has very certain ideas about what witches ought to be, which is they should be super cute and powerful and showy.
No arguments here. Yeah.
I mean, I figured you'd be on board with that.
Yeah, 100%.
We do get a bit of a retcon, or maybe it's an expansion. I'm not really sure. But the girls are bickering a lot. At the end of the first one, they were definitely all on the same page, at least during a crisis, but we never really see them like bicker, other than Susy likes to play pranks occasionally.
Yeah.
But we didn't have a whole lot of time in the first one, so.
Yeah, I think it's all within character, because I mean, like in the first one, they're roommates, so I mean, that implies a lot that they can be friends and still like bicker about stuff.
Sure. Akko has procured a goblin fairy thing from the forest.
Brownie thing. Just wandering around. That's her offering to the pot. I wonder what Lot brought.
I don't know, her cheery disposition.
I suppose.
But I really love this because the goblin thing gets really fed up with this whole thing and basically commits suicide by jumping into the cauldron.
Well, bites her and winds up in the cauldron.
like,
It makes
"Screw
a
you
pretty
guys."
awesome. It makes a pretty awesome face as it falls in. To be fair,
And Susy has absolutely not a care in the world throughout all this, even though the thing explodes and now they are pinned to the ceiling by a giant mushroom monster with big teeth and oh my.
I like this because it's like, again, it's Trigger, so it just goes from like this super cute cartoony style to like instant nightmare fuel in like 5 seconds flat.
Well, you need that in a kid's movie. Like, actually, you really do.
I mean, it helps.
That's how kids' movies do. But apparently the mushroom makes some sweet-smelling gas because everyone is very happy. And they're all passed out. We get this little dialogue here with Diana and I don't know if she's the headmistress, but at least the teacher here.
Yeah, I think she's just the teacher of this class. She's the Snape.
Yeah,
she's snaping it up.
So it's kind of hard to tell, at least from this and the previous episode, incarnation of Little Witch, as to what exactly Diana's mood towards these three is.
Well, I think she's the snooty girl, and she doesn't particularly like them, but I mean, she's a better realized Draco, where she's like antagonistic towards them, but not like her character isn't just 100% asshole.
Yeah.
She's an actual character who's like haughty, but still like a good person.
Yeah, I can see that. So what I like here, continuing with the way Trigger tells stories, is we have actual like backstory going on and a lot of exposition about what exactly is happening, but it's all in the background. And what we actually hear in the foreground is the three girls bickering again.
Yeah.
Which adds a lot of flavor.
You got to have something happening.
Now, before we go any further, let's pause for a second because this is something we forgot to mention last episode.
Did we? What did we forget to mention?
We forgot to talk about the blonde.
Blonde.
If you recall, at the very start of the first Little Witch Academia, very beginning of it, before we cut to Akko sitting in the seats, we are actually focused on another girl who's blonde.
Are we? Now I want to. Now I need to see this. Let me bring up another tab of Netflix and see the first film again. Well, if true, then we know who that is. That's
But you forget about it because they never bring it up again.
Oh, you can't have multiple Netflixes. Well, that's stupid, you big dummy. Okay. Why can't you just let me stream all the things all at once? I want to run 5 diehards at once, Netflix. Because, I mean, we know that What's-Her-Face is a closet Shining Chariot fan.
You're right.
So
they bring it up at the end of the show. But she's also in the audience at the beginning of the show.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, there she is. Yep. Hello. That's got to be her.
It has to be
yeah,
her.
And she's got a little aerostatic dad and holding her purse.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and she's the only one who's colored, too. So, that's doing that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's cute, then. Yeah, and then he goes to her.
I feel really bad about not mentioning that at the end of last episode.
Well, that's good. Well, that was clever of them.
We get the hint at the end that Diane is a
makes the world
closet
feel a little more alive.
Shining Chariot fan, but it's pretty confirmed. So just keep that in mind going forward in this one.
All right, so when we unpause, I guess we're at the
title card.
We're at huh? Oh no, did we mention that they did the nullification spell?
You mean the mummification spell?
Yeah, one of the two. Yes, I want to know what that pun is in Japanese, but
it's probably about the same because I think it's.
I imagine.
I think they actually say nullification, and it sounds different.
I don't think so. Maybe. I think it's a Japanese word there, but I mean, 6 one, half dozen the other. Either way, Diana and the teacher do a really BA spell that neutralizes the giant combo mushroom monster. It undoes it back to its component parts. Also, can we just have like a whole nother appreciation for how awesome their wands are? Oh no, there's a good place to talk about how awesome their wands are later on. Because their wands are so awesome. And also, the title card is so awesome. It's brilliant graphic design.
Yes. It's all like vines and growing and stuff. I like it.
Well, and just the way the way they have it form, just in general, how it pops up is really good. How it uses the D's and the T's and the L's to make the eyes and stuff.
It's nice.
Very good. Oh, and again, watch this. Watch this. Are you ready?
Here we go.
Are you ready?
What is it?
Here we go. So I'm going to click this. I'm going to click Alt. I'm going to click print screen. I'm going to go over to this video and I'm going to click right in here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to click yes. And it probably won't let me screen cap
Nope.
Little Witch Academia. No, it doesn't. Oh, yeah, I guess it just blanks out the screen because I remember taking screenshots last time. Why is it being a jerk now? Oh, heaven only knows. Either way, but there's just this shot of the girls like all on a desk, and there's already more diversity and skin tones than in all of Harry Potter in one shot. So, that's nice.
Of course.
I like how in this, like, it's minorly implied that there's really only the one witch school in Little Witch Academia world. So it is good to see that's like, yeah, they take students from everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Because they mention, they make fun of Akko just being from some like backwards island country, and like no one cares who you are here.
Pretty much.
So
we get back and the girls are in trouble, clearly, because
again,
mushroom. But they are also being asked, how many times you've been here, and they're like, 4 or 5 times this week.
Really? I thought it was today. I think it's 3 or 4 times today. You 3 again. How many times has it been today?
Oh my goodness.
3, no 4.
Oh my.
It depends if you count one instance. Oh, it could be 5 depending on how you count an instance. Because they got in trouble for asking how to make a love potion, and then testing out the love potion by sneaking it into their professor's soup. So is that 1 instance or 3?
I would say it's at least 2.
Let's think. At least 2.
Well, they go through a whole litany of things that they've been in the principal's office for, I guess, today. And this will become a running theme, actually, that I picked up on. They seem to be getting in trouble for what appears to me to be clever uses of magic.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, 100%. Like, when I was rewatching this with Annie, it's not like these girls are bad witches. They're actually pretty good at magic. They're just kind of dumb.
They're unorthodox.
They just use it. They use their magic for silly little things, which is just so against what you should be doing.
I guess, but it begs the question then, what should they be doing with it? Are we ever really told what's actually expected of them? Because all we really see is what they do with it.
Go into jobs in the Ministry of Magic.
They go into academia.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, obviously.
But we do, the totally not shining chariot teacher gets a name.
Yep.
That's nice. It's Ursula. And she does not have tentacles, which is good.
But she does draft the poor girls into being the MCs of the parade, the annual festival parade.
Well, now hang on a second. Can we please talk about how awesome Akko's face is? Because she has the best faces.
Constantly. Yeah, no, constantly awesome all the time.
Especially her reaction
never not
faces.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. If you don't have a folder of just her reaction faces, then what are you doing with your life?
Yeah, she's super excited to be like organizing this parade, this Enchanted Parade, if you will, until she learns exactly what's involved with the Enchanted Parade and how it's enchanted.
Which is getting tomatoed in the face, and it's enchanted in the way that it is not enchanted because magic powers don't work without their Sorcerer's Stone, which is at campus, and well.
So essentially what happens in these parades is all the students or a group of students have to march through the town.
And they reenact witch trials on them.
And then, it's mock witch trials, which Akko has. I love her face.
I love how excited they are when they have them in the little, like, let's weigh the witch and see if she floats. Where they're just like, guilty, and they just dunk her again.
Well, it's for the good of the people.
They're just very excited.
So here's the weird thing is they are... These parades, these spectacles are justified so witches remember not to be as bad as they were that one time they all got hunted.
I mean, I guess.
And it's like, this is coming from the headmaster, so I guess she would know, but it makes me wonder, what exactly did these witches do that they need to have this continuing lesson?
Considering the mischief that just Akko gets up to, and she's just trying to be cute and fun, one could imagine.
Yeah, I could see some malice being very bad.
I mean, put some malice into Susy and see where that gets you. Melted minotaurs. Suggestions to mesmerize the entire town with the toxic gas. So, I mean, and that's them being nice.
Yeah, they're just looking out for people there.
Weaponize that crap. I think there was an anime last season about a weaponized Nazi witch. So, you get this.
Was that Flying Witch?
Strangely enough, no, it was not.
Oh.
No, it wasn't Flying Witch. That one was just cute.
Oh. So it turns out that we won't just have these 3 putting on this parade. They're going to get some help
because we're going to Guardians of the Galaxy this crap.
from another bunch of 3 screw-ups.
I love these other 3 screw-ups. They are awesome.
So let's see. We get Amanda, who's just a straight-up badass, and basically Catwoman.
And again, like, I'm not kidding about the Guardians of the Galaxy thing. They do the exact same. They introduce these 3 in the exact same way.
Oh,
they do. They introduce the Guardians. Yeah, in the first film.
Oh yeah, because they're all
where
the
they
lineup.
do all the mugshots. Yeah, they're all doing the mugshots for the lineup. That's how they introduce the other 3 witches here.
So yeah, we got Amanda, the tall one, who's in trouble because she keeps stealing stuff.
Yeah.
We have Constantze, who I can't pronounce any of the rest of her names because it's very German.
Yeah.
She's in trouble for using technology.
She's a technomancer.
So here's the problem. Remember last time when I was very confused as to why there's a laptop on Lotte's desk?
Yeah,
Constantze is the reason I was very confused. Because she's in big trouble for having outlawed technology.
Well, I don't think she's in trouble for having outlawed technology. I think she's in trouble for modding it with magic, which you're not really supposed to do. I think it's these 2 realms do not mix. Please do not.
Except she's a walking example of they do in fact mix.
Well, yeah, but you probably shouldn't, because then you have enchanted robots and
what could go wrong?
Laser gun wands.
That's fine.
So
it's okay.
Let's see. So why is she in trouble? She's guilty of bringing in high-end tech contraband. So just contraband tech, not necessarily all tech is contraband, but the tech she brought in was contraband.
And the last one is
Jasminka,
who is definitely Ukrainian or something.
Now here's the question. She's in trouble for constantly snacking. So my question here is in these mugshots, does she have a different snack each way they take a picture of her, but I can't get it to...
I like how her crime is she eats too much. So I guess they're fat shaming?
I mean,
maybe
a little, but it's in a cute way.
I'm not really sure why. So again, all these guys are in trouble for doing practical things.
Doing good at magic.
Amanda's was kind of questionable. She actually stole stuff.
Yeah.
But Jasminka is in trouble because she eats chips.
Well, no, because she's snacking in class. You can get in trouble for snacking in class.
I guess.
Constantine did bring in a Furby, so that would be a good reason why you would never... That is
black magic, and that should never...
She's got a Tamagotchi, a Game Boy, a Furby, an Aibo.
Oh.
That's Sony Robot Dog. She's got one of those too. See if there's anything else I recognize. The TV she's working on looks a whole lot like the head of Kami-sama.
Well, that's just because the back of the...
I mean, it's just a takeoff TV,
exposed,
I know. But, she got like a PlayStation 2 here. Yeah, nothing else of note. Big ones are the Furby, the Aibo. Oh, wait, that's a Sailor Moon wand there in the background, I think. Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah. But that's obviously a Tamagotchi because it's got the bright blue and green colors. Oh, she was also illegally selling the contraband.
Oh, that'll do it. We cut from that to where the 6 of them are in a room trying to figure out what to do about this parade thing. And none of them...
Brainstorming session.
Well, they're trying to figure out themselves right now to work as a group. Akko, in typical Akko fashion, is just punching other people's things.
Yeah, other people's pillows because she doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, she's basically just wailing on Lotte's pillow and completely destroying it. This is a continuing theme. Destroying things that Lotte has.
Yeah.
Like self-esteem.
Oh. That's a little low.
Jasminka is continuously going faster at eating.
They have a happy flavor, as we soon find out.
That's like one of her only lines in the whole movie. Is she says, "Would you like one?"
Flavor.
Happy flavor. The happy flavor gives Akko a terrible idea.
Which is to have a happy fun time, happy parade.
Holy crap. It's going to be so energetic. So energetic.
Uncomfortably energetic.
Indeed. And she may kick someone in the face with her energy legs. I don't remember if she does or not.
Well, she does pour out Lot's pillow all over everyone.
Yes.
So, you know.
So Lotte no longer has a pillow. So that's cool, I guess. But we, again, here see how forceful Akko is.
Well, she's got a very type A personality, that's for sure.
And no one else here does, except maybe Amanda, but she can't be bothered.
I just like this poster for whatever Witch Night is. I want to be a part of that.
I want to be a part of whatever this robot is all about. Because he is...
being adorable?
He is basically doing Pulp Fiction dancing. But meanwhile, Akko is just coming up with all these crazy ideas about exactly what is going to happen in this parade, and then decides that Lotte, because she apparently has no other redeeming qualities that Akko can see, she'll be the project manager. And as we all know, project managers are really boring. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
They have the most important job, but it's also like really terrible and irritating.
Yeah. I don't know anything about that.
And they're middle managers that everyone hates.
Yeah. I don't know anything about that. It's fine.
Happy Time Project.
But everyone just sort of seems to go along with this.
Yeah, because they don't have anything else to do.
Good question,
but
though.
The good news is that, question, answer.
What did Akko say she was going to do?
Well, she was going to be Akko.
Because I don't remember her actually saying what she was going to do in all this.
Ben,
yes.
she's the person with the most important job. She's the ideas man.
Oh, I see.
See how this is?
She's product management.
Yeah, sure.
And marketing.
Yeah.
So then we're looking at their practicing for the presentation of this parade. And they've decided they're going to do some dancing things. And Amanda knows how to dance, so she's going to teach the rest of them how to dance.
Boy, howdy.
It goes about as well as you can guess.
She's really good with that broom, man, though.
I really like Sushi's dance, though.
Oh, yeah, where she disappears behind the broom. It's like, I'll make the broom look like it's going back and forth by me going back and forth.
It's also weird because she's wearing a polo.
I know, right?
Why is she?
Seeing Susy in other outfits is super weird. Well, it's because they're all in their gym outfits. But her gym outfit is really great.
Akko manages to dance by hitting Lotte in the face with the broom. As you do.
As she does.
Yes. Akko is basically a one-trick wonder in all respects.
Which is that she can be excited, but that's about it.
Yeah. We have to stop here and talk about Suzy's Kamishibai, because it is the best. She has a better idea for this parade, which is she's going to make a giant mushroom.
Yeah, she's going to make that horrible mushroom man again.
Yeah, there are going to be a bunch of them. They're going to go around, spread magical spores, and with the power of spore magic, everyone becomes
happy.
So happy. So delusionally happy. And she has a great detailed picture on this.
Just her grin and that picture are so great together.
Oh, dear. Notably, everyone is horrified at this. Well, except Constantze. She seems okay with this.
I like how it's a big happy mushroom.
As Lotte points out, that is a biohazard, and we can't do that.
Makes all the townspeople happy. Does it? Have you seen trailers for We Happy Few? I think they're happy in the way that the We Happy Few are happy.
Indeed. So this gives Akko a better idea. She actually likes the mushroom attacking things idea.
Yeah, so summon evil mushrooms, and then a good white witch, me, basically, shows up and defeats them. And then everybody knows how awesome witches are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously it should be her.
And everyone is clearly onto her plan.
Yeah.
But as Susy points out, it won't be Akko because she only used the shiny rod once by some fluke.
Yeah, the shiny rod's not been working out well for poor Miss Akko lately, it turns out.
She still can't even ride a broom correctly.
That is also true.
So essentially, we don't know how long ago the events of the first OVA happened, but she hasn't done anything spectacular since. So she is kind of a one-hit wonder. So here's the thing. Here's why I questioned earlier, what is Diana's deal with these guys? Because she and her cronies are walking by the room. And if she didn't actually care about this lot, she would just continue walking by being like, not my problem. Whatever.
Well, I mean, she does say that she hates the witch parade the way it stands as well, so that's fine.
Sure. But again, she doesn't have to engage. And she chooses to anyway, which is interesting. I'm giving her credit here for being more emotionally invested in these girls than she wants to let on.
Oh yeah, no, obviously. I think she admires Akko's passion if it's ill-founded.
I have this feeling like she may have too much pride to admit that she and Akko are very similar.
Yeah, no, of course.
And it's just their disposition is different.
Yeah. I would agree with that, Reed.
But also, the visuals in the scene are pretty nice because we're getting a lot of exposition, but they're still doing a lot of visual storytelling with, like, Diana growing bigger, making Akko feel really small, frightening everybody with her tendrils of madness.
Now, here's the question. She is a witch. Could she actually be doing this?
That's a good question. She didn't have her wand out.
I mean, that's true.
As far as I know. And I don't
win
think,
some, you lose some.
even though she apparently likes spectacle, I mean, given the first movie and the whole thing with the dragon and all, I think she enjoys spectacle, but I don't think she would do it frivolously.
I mean, that's true. But, I mean, she also states that she hates the regular witch parade because, witches are cooler than having tomatoes thrown at them. That's true. I mean, that's a little ridiculous.
She has her witch pride.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't? Wait, witch pride?
Witch pride.
No, witch pride.
That one. Yes.
Which one?
So then we cut to Lotte being very sad in her room all by herself. Because it's very sad being Lotte. And I have to admit that if I were her right about now, I would be very mad. Because all this has been thrust upon her. And she's already very annoyed, so she decides to calm down with some singing with her tiny, very adorable little fire sprite.
Summon her little fire spirit, which I guess is her specialty in magic. Her magic specialty is like little sprites, like basically little kami.
Well, she seems to be like very shamanistic, essentially.
Yeah. She can pull out the native sprites in things because she pulls out a little scroll, which is her little song.
Did you notice that the scroll is basically written in Byzantine notation?
I did not notice that.
It is.
But that would make sense. But yeah, she summons up basically the spirits that inhabit all the objects around her. And it's super cute.
It's cute. And
so that's like...
almost immediately, it is interrupted.
Akko comes in to ruin everything.
She runs in, ruins her calm time, and then decides, oh yeah, you sing, don't you? That's a thing. Hey, I know you're very embarrassed by that. Give me your music. I want to use it, and tear it in half.
Yeah, well, you get that.
Like a jerk.
To be fair, it wasn't completely her fault this time. But also, this is also the scene where we get the information that the Sorcerer's Stone powers their magic, and it super doesn't reach the town, so there's nothing you can do. Life's hard.
So again, they can only really use any magic at all at this academy, so what are they doing with their lives other than using magic for fun stuff?
Well, I would imagine that they explain in the first film that, it's all ley line stuff. So I think you just have to be near enough ley line nodes and stuff. So there's probably a whole bunch of other... I'm sure there's other... If this is the only magical academy, I'm sure on other ley line nodes, there's still magical research and stuff going on.
So what you're saying is Little Witch Academia is in the same universe as Outlaw Star. Confirmed. Thank you.
Why would that be the case?
Ley lines.
But ley lines are used in tons of magical properties.
No, just this one. Just this one. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm not sure about that.
It's confirmed. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, I guess it could be a very, very long-term prequel.
Could be.
I could allow that read.
I could see Susy being Melfina. Maybe.
I really don't. There'd be more mushrooms involved.
That's true. Anyway, Lotte finally snaps, kicks Akko out of her room because Akko's a jerk.
And then all the witches go into town to start getting supplies and stuff for the parade. And their little going about town outfits are the cutest.
They have little smocks. It's adorable.
They have little half capes and they're great.
Now, why couldn't they have costume design like this in Harry Potter?
Well, they tried in the
first
did too much movie
British,
and a half.
Very British.
And then they kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Like the first 2 or 3 films, they do a really good job with actual costume design, but then by the later ones, they're just jeans and a shirt that says Hogwarts, we guess. And it's just not as visually interesting as the first movie and a half or so.
Yeah.
Either way, these outfits aren't boring.
No, these are good outfits.
They're super cute.
We get some dialogue here with Akko being very still hung up on her intentions and does not understand why Lotte would be mad at her.
She did just call her gloomy and depressing,
which she overheard.
Maybe she's gloomy and depressed because somebody just tore up an ancient family heirloom.
Pretty much.
I do like how Susy was shopping for just more mushrooms.
Well, that's what she do, man. That's what she do.
I mean, she is a fun guy.
Well, Lotte basically quits because Akko's still being a jerk and won't apologize for anything.
That's fair.
And Susy stops her from running after Lotte because Lotte needs some time alone.
Stops her by making a giant mushroom in front of her that she runs into.
So I like this scene here because Akko gets right up in Sushi's face. And this is a very Daffy Duck Bugs Bunny type deal going on right here.
Oh, yeah.
And come to think of it, Akko is very Daffy Duck just in general.
I mean, that's true. She's easily excitable and a little angry.
And very arrogant.
Yeah.
very full of herself, even though she doesn't really have much to back it up.
I do like the cleverness of Susy here, knowing that this project is not their project. It's become Akko's project. Right. And that's good. That's a good amount of emotional awareness.
Susy is like the wizened old one. So meanwhile, Akko and the rest of the troop come to the totally not a hand that's just in the middle of town. Because it's not
that's
a claw.
Where the witch parade always stops, is at this giant claw thing that's not a hand reaching up out of the ground. This is after Akko has decided no longer to be Susy's friend in a super cute scene where she walks 5 feet, turns around, and tells her that she's not her friend.
I'm not going to speak to you anymore either.
I'm not going to. Yeah. And how
no,
you're
I really
with
mean
mushrooms.
It. So they stop at this hand. That's not a hand. And they are set upon by some youths.
Some Konogakis, I think is the correct term.
Essentially. So 5 dudes, 2 of which are twins, which will be important later.
I guess they are twins. Are they Fred and George? Are these jerks from that other rival school that nobody likes?
They very well could be. But I do like how their clothes drive the point home that the witch thing is happening in basically modern day.
Yeah.
So this isn't just...
Because they make fun of them for not even having cell phones.
Yeah, because the technology thing is like, yeah, okay, you're still suspending disbelief, but this just sort of drives it home. Like, yeah, everybody else is living normal lives. These guys are being weird in their witch school.
Wait, which school?
Also, these guys are all boys, and I did wonder if that's on purpose, because it is Trigger, and Trigger is known for doing whole series on basically cooties. I mean, that's basically Fooly Cooley.
Okay, hold on, though.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're not going to talk about that anymore. We're going to talk about how sweet their wands function.
Yes, let's talk about their wands now. Because they get into a little scrap with these boys. The boys armed with tomatoes, and the girls armed with mecha wands.
Their wands. Well, just one. Just Constantze whips out her little robot thing and transforms it into a
basically an Uzi.
Submachine gun she can insert her wand into and just starts blasting these guys with just some arcade. She magic missiles them. She casts magic missile at the darkness or at the dorkness.
Oh. But quickly their magic runs out because again they are very far away from the
I like how their wands have batteries and they have battery indicators on them.
That is a nice touch. I like that.
That you can slide out and check to see how much magical reserves your little wands have.
So yeah, here we have the little Uzi.
It's so great.
And it's very video gamey too. I like that.
Oh yeah. It leaves little pixel explosions.
Uh-huh. So they have a little scrap for a bit. And then what I find a little just weird is this fight sort of ends with their magic running out. And then the boys decide, hey, let's do some actual assault. Kicking them in the head.
That's true. I do like how when the wands run out, they just do little puffs of smoke. They can still kind of function. They just puff.
They just make noise now. They're still. Oh, I forgot about the guy coming up.
They got hit by a bat.
Just this plank of wood. It hits Amanda in the back.
Yeah,
as you do. I guess.
I guess we could tone it down and say it's in the butt, but still,
that's a freaking 2x4, man.
Yeah.
So apparently that takes all afternoon, and Akko still feels terrible about everything.
Yeah, they ended the fountain so they can wash off all the tomato goo. And 2 things are awesome here. One, they reinforce that their plan's going to suck because they can't have magic. And they already have set up the dunking thing for when they're going to dunk the witches later.
Oh, yeah, they have, haven't they? I missed that.
In the background. They're ready.
It's a nice touch. I like it.
Yes, poor Akko is sad. And then we skip to...
next day or something with the mayor.
I think it's later that evening.
Who is essentially the mayor from Powerpuff Girls.
He's the king of town.
You sure?
Yeah, he's going to eat the chort.
I mean, he is going to eat the chort, but he's basically, I think, the mayor from Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Because he's very tiny and very loud. He just doesn't have the top hat. I wish he had the top hat.
But there's a cute little visual gag where they make you think that like this giant statue of him is actually him, but it's actually like a little tiny guy.
Yeah, he's like a foot tall. And he wants to put it where this giant not hand is. And one of the contractors is like, you sure we should be removing this hand? Because there's this sign here that's been here for longer than any of us have been alive that says, hey.
Here be witches. Don't mess with the witch thing.
Some witch like sealed a thing here that's not a hand. Maybe you shouldn't mess with it. Yeah. And the mayor's like, shut up. I don't care about this. Just remove it. And the contractor's like, all right, don't blame me. I'm good. I pointed it out.
He did his job.
He did. And so they start messing around with the not sealed hand.
And evil black magic starts welling up because that's what happens.
That's what you do. So Lotte's still being sad.
Well, as you do, again.
Apparently she's been doodling, or she's looking at a past doodle that she's done of Akko being Shining Chariot. She's reminiscing
about the good old days of when they were successful at the things they did.
When she would sing things and people would be very happy and all the spirits would be happy and basically everybody was happy.
Yeah, because the spirits and the song, and this has nothing to do with the plot whatsoever. This is a pointless scene.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, no, obviously.
We cut outside and Akko Diana's flying around and spots Akko at the top of the broom training tower.
With Shiny Rod.
Shiny Rod.
And she's reminiscing about the good old days with Shiny Rod and Shining Chariot and
that one time.
All that.
When she was good at stuff.
And how she can't do anything anymore, and it sucks.
And Diana basically just rubs it in. Basically now Diana has become the wizened old sage.
But then somebody remembers, oh wait, this thing acts as an arcane battery. If I go up to the Sorcerer's Stone and use this on that, I can store some charge.
Oh yeah. Wouldn't that be helpful?
Sure would, wouldn't it?
Suddenly, a plan forms. And so Akko runs off to do her plan that she's come up with just now.
Well, yeah, because she's going to prove that Shiny's Chariot way of winning over crowds by making them happy is the best public relations for witches after the whole Voldemort thing.
Yes. Wait, what?
Huh, what?
Oh, did you notice that in Diana's lantern stick, there's actually a pixie inside?
Yeah, there's another little magical beast.
That's nice. I like that.
It's what you do.
Just hanging out.
Look, it's a magic world, and how are you going to remember it's a magic world unless they show you magic every 5 seconds?
So Akko storms off, leaving a somewhat bewildered Diana in her dust. What happens next? Who knows? Because that's where we're going to stop for this time.
Cut the movie in half.
Yep. Too long for us. Can't just do one whole long thing, because that would be boring.
I mean, we could.
But no one would listen to it.
No one listens to it now.
That's a good point. What do we have got to lose? Oh, well. It's too late. We've already said it.
I suppose you're right.
So, next time, I guess watch the other half, because you totally stopped the same place we did and thought that we would stop here. For those of you that did, good job preempting us.
Yeah.
For everyone else, sorry you have to wait till next week.
For us to talk about things you've already seen.
To let you know the things that you've seen. It's not real until we say it.
Or Thranduil tells you.
Who?
Thranduil?
Thranduil?
Because it was real. Did you watch the last Hobbit movie?
I did not watch any of the Hobbit movies, and I'm better for it.
The first one's good. The others are all right. But because it was real. Just Google because it was real.
I'm going to do that right now.
Yeah, there it is.
What a bewildered look.
Because it was real.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was the thing. Well, it's been real, and we'll see you next week. Hey guys, thanks for listening. If you'd like to get in touch with us to leave comments or suggest future silly topics, you can contact us on Facebook or Twitter at Aniki Podcast. Or if you'd like to know more about the show and hear past episodes, check out our website at aniki.fm. See you next time on Aniki.